Hey guys, I know it's been a week, but I just got back from Sacanime! Hey everybody, it's Whimsy Rainbow Star, and I just got back this week from Sacanime. I know it's been a couple of days, but I was working on getting TikTok Cherry Clock videos up. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed those. I'll link them later, but I just wanted to talk about Sacanime as I did with AX, because it was really great. It was a lot of fun. I mean, unfortunately, Miranda couldn't go with us because she's moved out of the state, but she plans to come back for other cons but I managed to make it work even without her being there, and it was still a lot of fun, so I just wanted to share my adventures with you guys. So Sacramento is obviously pretty far from where I live, but I don't care. I'm used to road trips, so I just drove up there. I went with my friend Jesse, and then we stopped at my cousin's house the night before because he lives up in the Bay Area, and then we headed over to Sacramento the next day. And, getting our badges was easy. Me and Jesse hung out because my cousin had a class. We had to go pick him up later, but, we just hung out. We ate 7-Eleven. That's what we survived off of. That's what I survived off of for most of the weekend, which, whatever. But, and we brought the Wii U, my cousin's Wii U, so we played that a little bit, so why not? So this con had a lot of cosplay issues, unfortunately, because, it was really discouraging, because I wanted to try to lose weight before this con. I don't know if you guys noticed. I did actually lose a good amount of weight. You can kind of tell in my Spyro videos, I was like, my face looks thinner, but I guess because my cousin visited the week before, it was my birthday and all that stuff, I must have gained some of it back, if not all of it. But when I put on the purple guy costume, the pants were too tight, and I'm pretty sure they fit. I mean, they were still kind of tight at ALA, but it was really discouraging to be like, really, did I gain all that back? So I'm like, I was kind of upset, but then, I was like, okay, I can't just not do this cosplay, because it's Purple Guy is the one I wanted to do. So what I ended up doing is, my other cosplay that I brought was Grell, and I realized, I'm like, Grell has black pants. Typically, security guards wear black pants, and I've seen versions of Vincent where he's wearing, his pants are black or whatever, so I'm like, okay, just for right now, I'm gonna go borrow Grell's pants and wear them for Vincent. And it ended up working, and it actually looked pretty good. So, and people still knew I was Purple Guy, so that at least worked out. I was able to, fix that. I'd be like, oh god. If not, I don't know what I would have done, but, that at least fixed that problem. Then I was having wig cap issues, my wig was falling off, so I actually bought a wig cap at, one of the booths selling wigs. But it's funny, because I usually don't like the wig caps that have, the elastic band and have the hole at the end of it. I usually like the ones that are a complete, dome shape, but it turns out that the ones with the hole in them are actually really good because it expands better with your hair, so that's the only ones that they were selling. It's the only ones they've been selling lately around anywhere. So, I tried it, and it worked really good. I mean, my wig is still kind of, it's because I bought it at Party City, so it's not the best, but it worked out for that. So I just need to get a new wig in general just to look better, because you can see the net through the hair, but whatever, it was fine. It's a cute wig for what it needs to do. And I happened to make I didn't paint myself purple this time, I just did not have the energy or the desire, but it ended up looking fine. I kind of like how it looks without the purple, but I still want to get better makeup to try it with. But the makeup, the actual face makeup, was better than I've ever had it before, so that was cool. Instead of using liquid eyeliner for making him look super tired, because usually people draw him looking really tired always, or deranged, I don't know. I used a little bit of black eyeshadow, and it looked really good. And then I contoured my face a little bit. It looked dumb on the first day, but then on the next two it was more natural looking, I guess. I don't know, because my face isn't as thin as it was, I was hoping. So, but it worked out, and it was a lot of fun, and people loved my Springtrap pumpkin. This guy, I brought him with me. Jesse carried him around for the most part, but people really, really, really liked this pumpkin, so I was really excited about that. One lady at a booth even said if I sold pumpkins like that, she'd buy one, and I'm like, oh, you never know, maybe. Be really cool. They're a lot of work, but maybe I can make a lot of cash off of them. You never know. I don't know what you guys think, but, So, the first day, there was supposed to be a Five Nights at Freddy's gathering at 2 p.m., and I was really excited about that, because I remember from last year, there were a ton of Five Nights cosplayers because of the panel and everything, but unfortunately 3 people showed up, one of them being me, one of them being the coordinator of the thing, so it was kind of a bust. But the coordinator was super cool. He was dressed as Mike, and he had a little tablet, and I gave him my card, and he said he'd subscribe, so that was pretty cool. So, hi Carlos, if you've subscribed. But, you know, we were just chatting for a little bit, and we tried to reschedule another gathering that weekend, but it unfortunately didn't end up happening. But it's like, there weren't that many Five Nights cosplayers, which is surprising because Sister Location's coming out, so I don't know, but, you know, it was still, like, people still knew who I was, and when I saw the occasional cosplayer for Five Nights at Freddy's, I was excited. And I think I got video of most of them, or at least I got video of the Jeremy who had the Freddy head, so that was, and his little squeaky nose is really cool. He saw me walking up.
Some ninja.
And then there's the guy with the cardboard cutout of Purple Guy from the game, so there's that too, and I took a selfie with that. Unfortunately, so both my cousin and Jesse, it's hard to sleep in the same room as them because, you know, it's just, they do snore, and not to, like, call them out or anything, but it was difficult for us, for me at first, to get sleep, and I guess my cousin was having issues too because just the, you know, we had to go, eventually went to a Target because, okay, it wasn't just the snoring thing, there was, the AC unit wasn't one of those ones that stays on, it was one of those ones that turns off as soon as it reaches the temperature you've told it to. I have to sleep with a fan, you guys, I have to have that noise, and I love when hotels have an AC unit that just goes throughout the night. I know it's electricity, but, you know, that's just, I've learned to fall asleep. I can't fall asleep in silence. So we went to a Target. I bought a little mini fan, and it's gonna be my permanent travel fan. And then we got earplugs. I bought a sleep mask just in case, because I had another idea of using YouTube to fall asleep to, because that's what I fall asleep to normally. I'll put my Chromecast on for like 90 minutes worth of videos, put my TV on sleep, and then I'll fall asleep to that. So I was like, maybe I can just keep my laptop on, put the sleep mask on, and listen to, like, Game Grumps or something to fall asleep to, you know, because that's what I do. But that, I didn't even, I did that for, like, the second night, and it kind of helped me sleep, but it was still hard to sleep. But the third night, because of the fan, and then I also bought some ZzzQuil, because I'm like, screw it. I used to use ZzzQuil all the time to sleep, or to fall asleep when I needed to fall asleep early or whatever, but it's so powerful, and I also worry about what bad effects it's going to have on my body in the future, so I switched over to melatonin, but it's not as powerful as ZzzQuil, and I was using melatonin, but that wasn't helping, so I bought myself a box of ZzzQuil, and I was like, you know what, I need to be out, and I was out, because I think that's really what helped, was the ZzzQuil, was like, I was out. And it was weird, because through the earplugs I could still hear the fan, so there was that. We also bought outlets, because the hotel's outlets were really horrible, so I'm like, okay, let's buy some extension cords, and like a power strip, you know, just so we have something to plug into. In any case, that was just our issues. The hotel was great, honestly. Being that close to the con, we could see the convention center outside of our window. That was how cool it was. And, like, the people walking around and stuff, there's a lot of trees, but, you know, you could see people. And, like, being able to just go back to the convention center was great, because the first day I started feeling kind of nauseous. So I headed back to the room, and that's when I fixed my wig, I fixed my makeup, you know, I took a Tums or whatever, and I also took a ibuprofen, because my sciatic was killing me. So I was able to fix myself up, and it was, like, so easy. We could just go back and be like, hey, you want to go eat? Yeah, let's go eat, you know, just... So it was a really cool experience. I don't want to do it any other way, so that's what I'm going to be doing from now on, is, you know, getting the hotel right by the convention center. There's 2 of them, I think, but it was just, like, it was so nice. It was so awesome. We were also VIP status, which, because of that, but, I didn't attend any panels, you guys. I'm really bad about that. But it's like, I more just enjoy shopping and just being around a bunch of cosplayers and being at a con, and it's like just a fun trip, you know. There's occasionally, like last year at Sacanime, there was the Five Nights at Freddy's panel, which ended up being a bust as well, but they turned it into a fan panel, which was amusing. It was a little hectic, but it was fun. Because it was just cool seeing all those cosplayers. But there were a lot of voice actors this time around, but I heard from a friend that there was a little confusion with the lines, and people didn't get into the events that they were trying to get into, and then lines were getting screwed up, and people were being let in who, like, were last in line, or I don't know, I don't really know the details, but I'm kind of glad I didn't go to any panels, because it sounds like it would have been chaotic, and I wouldn't want to deal with that, because I think some people were in line to see one thing, but it was mismarked on the room, and they couldn't move them or something. I don't know, I was just like, that sucks, but who knows? I don't know. But either way, I didn't attend any panels, so I didn't have to worry about that. I didn't have to wait in line or anything. I just went shopping and hung out. So on day 2 was the Black Butler gathering, which was why I went up to Sacanime in the first place, because a friend of mine that I met at ALA really wanted me to attend it. She was sad that Miranda couldn't make it, which I was too, but, you know, she still wanted me to go, and that's mainly the reason why I went to Sacanime, but obviously it's because I've been there before and it was great, so, I mean, it's a con I would like to attend bi-yearly, because it's twice a year. But the Black Butler gathering, so I was dressing as Grell. The problem was my Grell wig got kind of messed up from AX. It was really tangled, so I tried to brush it out that morning, which I'd had like no sleep because that was one of the nights where we hadn't had all the equipment yet. And the wig just, like, I started brushing it. My cousin gave me this concoction for brushing out wigs that she made that's supposed to be good for doll hair, but doll hair is really short, so I don't know if... But she used it on my Bayonetta wig when she made it, so I don't know. But the wig at first was looking fine, and then I got up a little bit, because I was doing it from the bottom, you know, up. And when I got up to the top parts, it was just so tangled, and I made it worse, and it looks all fuzzy. So for a moment, I'm like, I can't cosplay Grell. I was having a huge breakdown for a bit. Like, I was so stressing out. I was texting my friend, like, I can't make it as Grell. But then, after a moment, I was like, you know what, screw it. The wig still looks good in the front, so I'll still go as Grell. So I did that. The wig looks terrible from the back. If any of you saw the Black Butler gathering that we posted on TikTok Cherry Clock, when you see me running up to the, to go pose, my hair looks awful from the back. But I'm gonna try to fix that, of course. But the gathering was a lot of fun. It was kind of long, and I think Brandon and Jesse might have been a little bored, but Jesse videotaped a good portion of it, and it was good. I'm glad I attended it. I just wish that Miranda had been there because I would have had someone to work with easier. Because, like, with people I don't know, I don't want to, like, just start being all, like, oh, Bassy, you know, all over them and, like, make them uncomfortable. Even though I'm pretty sure most cosplayers, when they're in that situation, aren't uncomfortable. But I just don't want to cross any lines that shouldn't be crossed. Had Miranda been there, I would have been, like, I guess it depends on who we'd be cosplaying, but I'd be, like, all over her, of course, because we do that in our videos and she doesn't care. At least I don't think she does. But, you know, like, if we'd been, like, CL and Aloise, like, we would have worked with it, you know? It would have been fun, but... I mean, it was still fun. It was just hard to pose. I just kind of ended up being like, well, I'm Grell. Now, this was unfortunate. We were doing, like, the pairings of, like, Claude and Grell. I don't really get some of the pairings. I'm like, well, whatever. Went up there, and my chainsaw broke in my hand. Like, the handle just snapped off. Chainsaw fell to the floor. It was a really depressing moment. I can insert footage here. But whatever, I worked the pose, because I had a Claude who was like, I think it was Claude, right? Yeah. Who was like, you know, hugging-ish with me, and I'm just like, well, what can you do? I did this wrong, so that was unfortunate. But I'll try to fix it in the future. All my stuff spilled out of it too, so I'm just like, well. After the Black Butler gathering, I immediately went back to the hotel to change into Vincent, because I thought there might be a 5 nights gathering that might be rescheduled, but that didn't end up happening. But Vincent's cosplay was a lot more comfortable, because those Black Butler cosplays are heavy and hot, and that wig too was just like, no. So Vincent was refreshing to dress up in. So I just kind of hung out, and we just, you know, like, we hung out till nighttime. I took a bunch of selfies. I can show you guys a couple of them. I posted them on my Instagram, on my Facebook. I'll probably tweet them. I don't know. Not all of them. I took a lot, but I took the best ones and posted them. So that was kind of fun. And then that's when we ran to Target and got all our junk. I think we also that night, because it was midnight, we were like, we're hungry. So we looked around, and there was actually a sushi place open until 2. So we were really, really, really stoked about that. So we went and got sushi, came back. I think Jesse started playing Resident Evil 4 on the Wii, which me and Brandon had a lot of fun with in the background. But, you know, we just, like, I got really good sushi. I was happy. It was awesome. Oh, also that night at the con, guess who we bumped into again? Guys, look who we found again. Look who's here. Papyrus! Love it. So it was really awesome to see that Papyrus there, because he's Papyrus. I saw him at the swap meet on the first night, and I meant to show the video to Brandon because he loves Papyrus too, but I hadn't done it by that point. I'm like, well, the Papyrus is here. And he's like, yeah, I'll be around this weekend. I'm like, oh, cool. And so, like, it was funny because Brandon actually guessed what I was talking about. I was like, yeah, I can't wait for you to see him. And he's like, what is it, a sexy Papyrus? And I'm just like, damn it. He's just like, oops. But he ended up seeing him when he and Jesse were off going to get food or something. And I'm just like, dang it, I wanted to see him with you. But so I showed Brandon the video, and then we actually bumped into him that night, and I was really excited. And he danced for the camera, and you know, it was cool. So yeah, day 3 was pretty chill. We tried to stay as long as we could, but we ended up just getting, like, really tired. I think we actually stayed past, like, because I think everything kind of closed at 4, and the exhibit hall closed at, like, 6, but we shopped. My cousin is obsessed with Nendroids. That's, like, his new thing now, and he was like, oh god. because he was worried about what his boyfriend at home would think, and, you know, with money and everything, but it's whatever. I bought these lovely Koopa shell plushies. There's a green one as well, and I also got this, like, cat that's, like, shaped like this. It's just a little cat with a lemon on its head, and it looks really cute. I don't want to display everything because I'm too lazy right now. But it was a lot of fun, and I also got a, from the swap meet, I got a Monster High doll that I'd been looking for, one of the original ones. So that was kind of cool. She was $10. Someone was selling Barbie stuff, and I'm like, there's Monster High doll. I've wanted Gina Fire long, so why not? We had a really hilarious moment with Jesse, and I wish it had been recorded with Resident Evil 4. Me and Brandon were basically doing, like, there's this voice that Aaron of Game Grumps will do when he plays Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time one, where, like, he makes Zelda sound really funny. We were doing that voice as Ashley in Resident Evil 4, but it was both of us, so it was, like, back and forth. Like, when Brandon's sentence would finish, mine would start, so Jesse was just hearing it from all angles, and it was hilarious. And at one moment, I'm not going to say what I said, because it's not going to sound funny, but at the time, it was hysterical. I just said something as her, and Brandon lost it. He thought it was the funniest thing ever. It was just, like, just random improv stuff, but I wish it was recorded. Either way, we had a ton of fun, and we were like, we should do Let's Plays together, because this is hysterical. And Jesse just playing the game makes it so funny, because he'll do, like, the thing where Leon can, like, tell Ashley to stop or to come with him. Like, he kept doing that over and over, so she would, like, move like this. It was, like, really funny, but whatever. Maybe you'll see Let's Plays in the future. But the problem is we all live so far apart. We went to, like, A&W on the last night, because we were like, why not? And it was delicious. I felt, this is probably why I've gained weight, is all this crap food, but hey, I ate a pasta salad from 7-Eleven. It was healthy and good. I know it probably sounds gross. You're like, ew, 7-Eleven food? You know. I also discovered how nice it is to put salsa on your hot dog. That was pretty delicious. I really didn't want to leave because Sacanime was so much fun, and also I didn't want to have to make that drive home, but whatever, it's part of the thing. But it was a lot of fun. I do wish that Miranda could have gone because she would have loved it, and she probably would have wanted to go to some panels, which I would have, but we would have had to endure possible craziness, you know. But yeah, coming home, I have a lot of work to do, a lot of Let's Plays to catch up on. I'm dealing with that, and you'll see that in a separate vlog. I'm going to talk about that. But I am planning to go to Winter Sacanime as well. I booked a hotel, and I got my hotel booked. Hopefully Miranda will be able to come with me. I'm not sure about Brandon and Jesse, we'll see, but, like, you know, just it depends on what we can get going. But I'm really excited to go. My friend from Sacramento is excited too. So I'll be there. TikTok Cherry Clock. You guys expect videos. Hopefully we can get a hotel video done, because we didn't this time. And you guys will get a vlog, of course. And so that'll be a lot of fun. So if any of you guys went to Sacanime, I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Thank you for the new subscribers who've come. I gave out a lot of cards. I was really happy about that, because Vincent doesn't wear gloves, so he has a little pocket on his shirt, so I was able to give out cards pretty easy. I couldn't do that as Bayonetta or Grell, really, so. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching, and there will be a vlog every month, obviously, and also with the next con that I go to. There will also be a vlog in a little bit, because I gotta talk about something else. So, thank you guys.